Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you're all having a great week. Started off good. Mondays can be tough, right? Depending on what you had going on over the weekend and all of those other things. So happy that you're here. Excited to bring you some new things tonight. And, make sure you say hi when you jump into the chat. We're on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook all at once. So always love seeing who's here and where you're from and what you're up to. Kylie is in the chat as well. So if you have any questions about any of the things that we show you, she can certainly answer those. And what we can't answer during the chat, we'll make sure that we do that afterwards when we get done. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Or not good morning. Good evening. Okay, here's the thing. Y'all, I'm exhausted. I am so tired. I actually took about an hour and 15-minute nap today. I just been running hard, and I talked about this yesterday because we did a Facebook Live yesterday. If you were with us on Sunday, that was fun. But I'm doing some trainings this week over at QVC with some of the newer hires of hosts, some jewelry training and all of that. So that kind of has my schedule thrown off a little bit. I love doing it. It's so much fun. I really enjoy teaching. I guess I get that from my mom a little bit, and sharing, my experiences and how can that help somebody else. So I'm really enjoying it, and going to get to meet some of the newer host hires that I haven't had a chance to meet with yet. But that's just one more layer of things on top of all of the stuff that we're doing at Just Jill, and then the puppies and everything else. So it's I'm running on empty. Who sang that song? Jackson Brown, I think. So Q Jackson Brown, running on empty. That's me. Anyway, how are you? How's everybody? Hope you're doing great. I hope you had a great start to your week. We're doing our Facebook Live tonight. And then I don't think we're going to do another Facebook Live for the rest of the week. If I change my mind on that, just with, my schedule, make sure you're signed up for our emails, because that's probably how I'll do that. People are saying hi to everybody. So that's fun. People are saying hi to Kylie. Love that. So hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. So nice to see you all here. I love it. I love our group so much. And I love seeing new names. So whether this is your first chat with us or your gazillionth, thanks for being here. We're going to show you some new things that we've just added. Frankly, some of you are like Just Jill shop stalkers. Instead of shoppers, you're stock shoppers, or shop stalkers. Say that 5 times fast. You found them already, and we're already limited in a couple of things. So I'm going to show you what we have here that's new, but also Kylie will put in the chat, and I put it too in the copy for this post, the link to our weekly features. And those are usually, it's different than our new and our Christmas decor, but our sort of weekly features link really highlights the items I've talked about in the chat, as well as some of our other things too that I think that you would like. So definitely make sure you check that, so that you can see what these items are, and it gets you there pretty quickly to check things out. So hi to everybody who's here. Again, if you've never shopped, I'm here. That was weird. I don't know what just happened there. I was trying to scroll through to. Okay, we're here. I'm here, everybody. I'm here. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to touch anything. So Kylie, you need to be scrolling through and putting up people's comments so that I can see them, okay? I'm not going to touch anything. I'm back. Okay, that was weird. All right, so let's talk about a few things that we have going on. And that way I can show you some of these new things, and also give you some updates on some things that I featured yesterday that are limited. So if you weren't with us yesterday, I'm going to try to give you a little sneak peek of some of those things today. So where should we start? Let me start with these candles because these were one of the items that you all found and people are going crazy for them. And we love them too. They come in red or silver. When they're not on, they look like this. So it's mercury glass on a timer, of course, 6-hour timer. You'll subtly see that sort of like kind of star fringe pattern. Okay. And then you have the silhouette of the flame on top. And then when it comes on, there's the magic. And it's beautiful. When you look inside here, the whole inside of this is done in the silver mercury glass, and that's what's giving that beautiful shimmer. Isn't that pretty? And then look at the way they did the flame, kind of with like that speckled look. So you get 2 of them. Kylie, can you check on the measurements on these for me? I want you to see they're slightly different in height. So there's a subtle difference in height. 6.5 and 7.5. 6.5 and 7.5 are your sizes. So there's the red. So I mean, aren't they just pretty? They just glisten. They're gorgeous. They are. I see my friend Lynn. She said they're magical looking, and they are magical. They're so pretty. The light doesn't twinkle on the inside. It just turns on. But it's like as you move, as you walk by it, that's what gives that sort of twinkly look to it. So I'll hold it steady. That's what it will look like. I'll hold it up close so you can see. But as you walk by it, as people walk by it, look at that. Pretty spectacular, right? So it comes in the red, but then also comes in the silver. So here's what it looks like in the silver mercury glass. I mean, classic is as classic does, right? Silver mercury glass, always a winner. Never can go wrong with it. Forever in its look. And then in the evening, it turns on, and look at that beautiful sparkle. And I love the way they did, some of the stars come down a little bit further. Some of them are up higher. It looks like strands of like crystal beads that are hanging down. Really, really nice. And then you can see the light that's coming through there on the top as well. So silver and red are your choices. You get a set of 2. One is 6.5 inches, one is 7.5 inches, and people are going crazy for these. No reorder on anything. So we're at the time of year, it's November, and boy, you all have really embraced our Just Jill holiday collection. So thank you so much. Our elves are working hard to get you your orders. So get these while we have them. I'm not reordering anything, even if I could. This is it. Wait, we've got too much on our plate to do any reorders before the end of the year. So, check them out, get them while you can. Brand new, really beautiful, beautiful silhouette, pretty sparkle, so pretty on your dining room tables, on a, hallway as a night light in a powder room. You could maybe do a couple of different sets, would be really pretty. How did the silver mix in with the ivory candles? Well, look, so we did this whole little vignette here. Here's the silver, here's the ivory candles. It's gorgeous. Like, what's not to like about that, right? Really, really pretty. Other things you might want to put with these, okay? If you're doing the silver, don't forget about our set of 2 mercury glass trees. So they're on timers too. 1 silver and 1 gold, but you could where's that tray, Kylie, that you had out? Let me I like to put it on a tray because I can put it all together. She's going to go run and get it. So here's the silver and the gold, but you could do silver, gold, candle, mix it all together. It could be really, really pretty. Thank you. So here's my tray. Okay, so you can see that looks really nice together. Guess what? We have that same opportunity with the red and the green. And the red candles. Okay, so you could do something really pretty there. Maybe break it up with a couple of white candles too, just for some added sparkle. Could be really pretty. Or to really add something, look what's back in stock. We sold out of this in a blink last year. This is the first time you're seeing it this year. But look how pretty that is mixed in with your red, with your green, with your candle, with your candle. Like, isn't that such a pretty little centerpiece? I love that. So, and you could do that, this has a little touch of gold on it, like a champagne glitter. So, if you wanted to do this with the gold and silver little Mercury glass trees, that looks, and do ivory candles with it, that works too. Okay, so that's one idea for you. We have lots of ideas. We're going to do more ideas tonight. We still have a lot of nice product, but maybe a little bit more idea focused with fewer products, so you can kind of start wrapping your brain around what you want to do for holiday decorating. Okay. Everybody good on those candles before I move on? Oh, one more idea for you. So this is our gorgeous etched bowl. We only have a few of these left. I think Kylie said we have like 4 left. We featured this last week and you guys went crazy for it. And I know, like, you're looking at it like, people went crazy for that. It's pretty, but it's kind of basic. And I didn't really see that as holiday. But all I saw when I saw this piece was holiday, because I love the shape of it. I love the idea of doing 2. I didn't do it as a set of 2 because I wanted you to make that choice for yourself. But I love the idea of a set of 2 because I would do these on each end of a long table decorated for Christmas dinner. Maybe fill it up with pretty ornaments, put a little fairy light in there, could be pretty. You could, if you wanted to, you could put water in this and float, like cranberries and greenery, and maybe a floating water candle would be very pretty for this. You could use this for wrapped candies for sure. But let me just show you, if you have any of our candle rings, and I don't know that we have many left, and I'm not even sure, some of you might have this one from last year. So I'm sorry if I'm torturing you because I don't think this one's available anymore. But I just want to give you the idea, because you can find these a lot of places. So this will fit kind of on the top. And then those silver candles we just showed you go on the inside. If you didn't want to do the metallic look, you could do the red and do red and green all throughout here. Maybe you have these bigger candle rings that we did before. So think of how pretty. Just imagine if that went all the way around. Wouldn't that be really, really pretty? So this little etched bowl, the beauty of it is you're going to make it and turn it into this beautiful accent with all of your holiday metallics, whether it's silver or gold or champagne, this works. And then when the holidays are over, like, you still have this really pretty bowl that even if you just wanted to use it with one of our flameless candles, and again, put some pine cones around it. You could do that. Maybe use the taller size. I have it over there. Would you mind grabbing that, Kylie? I would do the 6-inch, I think, in this. So, and then you have a little bit more height. You could fill it in. And when I was talking about this before, oh, we don't have any batteries. Let's take it out of this one maybe and put that one. Okay, thanks. When I was showing this before, I was saying, you could change this out. So you could make it very wintry. And then come Valentine's Day, you could do like red and pink candies in there with the candle in the center. And then if you like to celebrate and do things for St. Patrick's Day, you could do green. And then if you wanted to do things for Easter, you could do the pastel, little chocolate wrapped, foil wrapped eggs. So, there's a lot that you can do with this. Yeah, I like this size better. So this is our 6-inch, 3.5 inch diameter candle. But isn't that a nice look? Pretty, right? I like it. Okay, so you could do that with it, with the bowl. You could do this with it. Yes, this is a gorgeous gift. It looks like something, it's all etched. And again, it's a champagne color. It looks like something that you found at like a special antique or vintage shop. So I just thought it was beautiful. This particular vendor, they had different shapes and sizes and scales. There's just something about this sort of like footed bowl, this chalice. I like the size because again, if you just had one, you could do something pretty with it, put potpourri in it if you want. But if you had two, like it could balance out really nicely. So check that out. That's a nice little find, I think, and pretty to play around with. All right, something else. We have some of these 2-inch set of 4 mini candle rings, which could be like little mini wreaths. So imagine tying a little bow there, right? Could be cute. These work perfect with our 2-inch diameter candles. So they become little candle rings. Now, one thing I wanted to tell you, because we had somebody ask this on our customer service, because these are all wrapped by hand, sometimes they're a little tighter than others. So if you do want to use it with our 2-inch candle, I kind of just give it a little tug like that, okay? And then that seems to open it up enough so that I can put it right like that. And then you can smush it up if you want to. Ah, get in there. There you go. Then you can smush it up in there. You can see it went all the way through. And those are really, really pretty. Again, could be candle rings, could be mini wreaths, could be napkin rings. So that's a nice look for you. But they're also great if you did pick up our Mercury glass set of 2 trees, because guess what? This fits here very nicely. And now you have something that just kind of adds a little something to those Mercury glass trees. So I know a lot of you bought multiple sets of these. I was looking at the order. So a lot of you were buying 2 sets of the gold and the silver. So you'd have 2 gold trees and 2 silver trees. You were buying 2 sets of the red and green. So you'd have 2 green trees and 2 red trees. So because you get a set of 4 of those mini candle rings, napkin rings, however you want to describe them, they would work great there. So that's what it looks like on the green. And that's what it looks like on the red. It just adds a little something, don't you think? Ah, can you see that if I put it there? If I move that out of the way? Just gives it a little something. Just fills it out. It gives it a little extra sparkle. All right. So all these things again from us at justjillshop.com. And that's what I think about. I mean, I think sometimes when I'm doing some of these different interviews and things, and I was really honored to be included in that MSN article last week about, small business entrepreneurs with inspiring stories. And, sometimes they'll ask, so what's the Just Jill difference? Like there's so many places where people can shop and you're competing against, Pottery Barn and Neiman Marcus and Saks Fifth Avenue and QVC and Walmart and Target. Like why come to you? And I think trust is a big part of it, but I also think when we're looking in all these showrooms, like it's just the way my brain works with product. I curate it so that it works together for you. I'm not just trying to buy lots of stuff to stock in our online store and hope random people come find it. I want my customers, my clients here at Just Jill, to know that when they browse our website and see all of the different pieces, that when we do a peppermint park collection, you could buy 2 or 10 pieces from that collection and they're all going to work. And we put in a lot of time making sure that happens because our pieces are from all different vendors. But so I really pay attention to those little details. So yes, like, wow, how great that little candle ring works with those little trees. Well, it's not an accident. I checked out those things when I'm in the showroom playing around with it, walking around with it. What else can people do with these? If they use them as a napkin ring one year, what could they do with them the next year? So I like to do those kinds of things, and it's kind of fun. And again, our website is justjillshop.com. It is an e-commerce business, so it's shopping online like you would with any other brand or store. It's just you're shopping with me and all of the items that we've selected for you. So, all right, so get those. especially if you got the trees. I just think that's a really nice touch. Really pretty. If you want to do something simple and small down the center of your table, that's a really nice look. Or little accents, maybe you bought one set just to sort of, rest it on top of a book over by your table lamp at the end of your sofa could be very pretty. Another really pretty touch to put into a powder room, a little night light in a guest room. Again, these are on timers and they're all Mercury glass. So just a really nice look. So you can choose from, you get the red and the green, or we have it for you in the silver and the gold. Okay. Oh, I hope you like the napkin rings, Mary. Thank you. All right, so that's those pieces. Now, speaking of Mercury glass and silvers, look at these. Gosh, I love them. So these are these beautiful Mercury glass pine cones, and they're silver. They are on a timer, AA batteries. Look how pretty they are. Just gorgeous. Come in. What are the heights on these, Kylie, for our pine cones? Are they about the same?
I believe it's
6 and
7.5 and 7.5.
Just like the candles?
Sorry, 6 and 8.
6 inches and 8 inches. So here's your 8-inch. There's your 6-inch. So again, set of 2 sizes. Same vendor actually that does our little trees for us. So if you wanted to mix those in, the look of the Mercury glass will be perfect. If you have our Norfolk pine garland, these are amazing with that. Really, really pretty. These are winter. So yes, you will put these out during the holiday. Donna, I saw that you ordered yours. Thank you. I hope you love them when you get them at home. These are going to be out not just for the Christmas season, but you can keep these out, I think, January and February too. Nice flat bottom, easy for you to nestle into bookcases. I think they're very pretty if you wanted to put them next to each other. Here, I'll hold them here so you can see. So if you want them next to each other, I mean, they just glisten. And even when they're not on, they're just beautiful. I mean, it's almost one of those things where I love that it lights up because that's nice in the evening, but it's really, really pretty, as you can see there, when that's not even on. So there's what it is off, and there's what it is on. And then Kylie just brought down the lights a little bit so you can see the pretty glow. It's a pine cone on a pine cone. Aren't they pretty? So you nestle them all together. They look so pretty. So again, look at that too. We're going to talk about that Santa in a second. So it's our extra tall champagne shimmer tree, our beautiful wax flameless candles. Oh my gosh, for those of you that have them, do you not love them? I love them so much. The look of the wax, again, it's a little imperfect in the way the tree is done, but I love that. And then you mix that in. How pretty. Look at the green mixed in here a little bit to pull out the silver. And you could put these little mini guys in there, like you could do a whole forest. Let's do a tray. You want to do a tray with this? Let's do. Fun, right? Okay. All right, so for this, you've got your white tree and your green tree, just a little bit smaller in size. And I kind of just love adding some of our little votives. I just think those are always really nice. But you could put your pine cone in there. Add a second little touch of gold up front. Maybe you don't need that one. I forgot about these are going to be pretty. Put that there. Put your larger pine cone in the back. And then I would add a little bit of your greenery on the tray and would be absolutely stunning. So pretty. If you don't have a good tray, you need one. And they're not expensive. You can find them at Home Goods. That's like one of those items where I know you'll be like, Jill, why don't you carry trays? We did have those pretty cane wood trays, but I got to tell you, there's some items, like I just can't compete price-wise. with what you would find at your local Home Goods or even Target for that matter. So find a nice little tray. And, again, you can always put a pretty piece of fabric in here. You could put a round placemat that has texture and then build a little scene, tuck in some of our picks, and you'd have a great look. But you can do that really easily with those components. So I know, Denise, those little trees are everything. And we had the silver and gold last year and they sold out. That's one of those items, like I'll keep those in stock for the rest of the time that this business is in business, because I feel like when won't you use a set of Mercury glass trees? And the size is nice because you can tuck them in everywhere, but the red and green were new this year. And I really do love those. So I just want to show you this. Here's another idea for a pretty tray or centerpiece. So there's your red and green. And then I want to talk some more about this tree, which we love this tree here. It is so elegant. It's so refined. It looks like it could be Lenox, frankly. It's beautiful glass. There is like a fragile feel to it. I'm not saying you need to be more careful with this than you would with any of your other glass pieces, but it just has a refinement to it that I think is so absolutely stunning. And if you're doing a little forest of different trees with different heights and different colors, this just adds something so beautiful. If you have our set of 2 red cardinals, they are wonderful with this tree. If you have our vintage white Santa, he's wonderful with this tree. If you have our cardinal lantern, which is on sale right now, by the way, it's great to put next to this tree. So let me just grab this real quick so I can do a little detail for you. So it really reminds me of the Lenox holiday pattern. I don't know if any of you have that beautiful china. That's actually the china pattern that we registered for when we got married. I didn't need other china. I have my grandmother's. I'll have my mom's. So when Doug and I got married, I said, I've always thought like having a table set for the holiday season with beautiful Christmas china would be so special. So that's what we registered for, and I love it. And so maybe that's also why I love this tree. But you can see like the detail here. Look at all these like appliqued green holly. The red berries are like jewels. And then you have this beautiful champagne glitter. And then it's on a base almost like a finial. But I also love that there's sort of like a soft scallop to the different boughs of this tree. So a lot of handwork on this piece because of all of those incredible, red berries and the holly. Look at the swirls. It's a lot of work on this piece. And it's more of like a pearl. I'll hold it up close so you can see. It's more of like a pearl white. So it's a soft white. But it's just absolutely exquisite. So if you do have that Lenox holiday pattern, this is going to be spot on with it. But if you don't, no worries. This is just one of those beautiful trees that can go with our shimmer trees. With our champagne shimmer trees, the champagne shimmer tree matches this champagne glitter touch beautifully. Like we showed you, if you wanted to do some smaller trees around it, look how it plays off of the green. Look how it plays off of the red. So it's really a beautiful, beautiful piece. And then if you wanted to incorporate one of our Santas next to the tree, Joan said, I have a lot of Lenox and that tree is stunning. It's a beauty. Look how great it is with our Father Christmas. And this, you actually get 2 of him. Really nice price point on him too. Can you just double check, Kylie? I think it's $39 for 2. That's a really, really good price for that. I could be wrong there. But I remember thinking, gosh, that's a nice price. But look, he's 39 and you get 2. I'll show you the other option. But he's holding a little sprig of holly and berry. And then he's got his tree. And then he's next to this. Isn't that nice? So like that's another look. And then here, that Santa is a set of 2. So this one has a birdhouse and a cardinal. I love his face. I was saying yesterday, it looks like he's just about ready to like open up into a full smile. Like he's got that, like he's bemused or something about something, and he's just about ready to like break out to a full grin. And then it has, you know, this look of the mistletoe, and there's a little touch of gold on there too, which I think also plays nice to this tree. So here's another tray. I do get nervous when I do this. I've said this before. I'm responsible for having broken a lot of our samples. But I was a good waitress, so I guess that's why I can do the tray. So you could do the Santa and the tree, and then the little trees down in front. And look how nicely that all works together. Yeah, I agree, Rosalie. They all work together nicely. So that's a nice little look. And then you know what I would do with this one? I would definitely, this is where I would also, I'd use this, because I feel like you're getting a little something special. So see how if you did that on both of the trees, like it just ties it together beautifully. And then the only other thing you could possibly maybe put in is maybe you do one of the green flameless trees. Because when you add something flameless to pieces that have the glitter, that candlelight is going to reflect off of there and be beautiful. So it's really going to play off the shimmer. Could we turn on the lights for 1 second, Kylie? I kind of, I'm just making these up on the fly, everybody. I did not think all these through. I'm just grabbing and decorating. Kylie can tell you, like, this is how I go. But look at that. Isn't that, now look how our flameless candle is dancing off of that pearlized glass in the back and giving you a little bit of the shimmer. Okay, that might be your new Christmas centerpiece. I don't know. What are we thinking? I think that is pretty fabulous. So what do you need to make this? You need our set of Santas. You need to get one of the white trees, one of our flameless trees. And if you don't like the green one, I think you could do the ivory and it would be just the same. A set of our red and green Mercury glass and a set of those 4 mini candle rings. And that, my friends, is how we go here at Just Jill. This may be setting up. We might just keep this set up, Kylie. We're working on some videos this week. I might be doing this one because that looks really great together. I don't know how you all feel about it, but I'm kind of digging it. All right, let's bring the lights up. Thanks, Lisa. I know, I think it looks nice too, right? Like you have light, reflection, color, and it's that pretty red and green story. Really, really beautiful. All right, so let me put this over here. Make sure it gets on the table all the way. Now everything looks so bare. I need to put that back over here. All right, let's recreate. By the way, if you like these tall red trees that you're seeing, these are our poinsettia trees. This is the only red tree I brought in, but look at the texture on those. And they just glisten and they are beautiful. They also go very nicely with those Santas.
There might be one of my favorite things we brought in.
Kylie loves those. Yeah, she loves the poinsettia trees. All right, so you just kind of fill in our blanks here. Okay, a couple more pine cone things for you. So obviously we have our Mercury glass pine cones. And let me put those together so you can see them. And then we also did these beautiful, big and bold, gorgeous, kind of an antiqued bronze gold color pine cone platforms. So you can use these a lot of different ways. If you wanted to use these, they don't quite fit. That one didn't work for me. I'm trying to see different things you can use. Okay, so I'm not saying that you would use this on this, but I want to give you the idea that yes, you can do your candles on here. We like for this one, this size. This is our 2-inch candle that's 6 inches in height. So I really like that look. I think that's how I would display it. I would do one on each end. Are these a set of 2, Kylie? Yeah. I actually saw this exact, because this vendor that we work with does pieces for a lot of different people that you shop with. Our price for 2 is almost what they're charging for 1. So our value on this is really nice.
We just had a really awesome review come in.
Oh, we just had a nice review come in on these. Oh, nice. So read that over at Just Jill Shop. But you know, that is so nice, so simple. It kind of, don't you think? Like right now, I absolutely see pine cone. So with your pump, like if you order these, you're going to get them in the next week or so. So you can put these out and have them with your beautiful Thanksgiving display with pumpkins around them. Maybe however you decorate. Maybe you have some, pomegranates and some greenery. Really, really pretty. Carol said I ordered these bronze pine cones and they're stunning. I'm so glad. I went crazy for them. I love the texture. But Carol, what do you think? Like when it's January, February, March, April, with the candle on top. Does anybody else get a small smidge of a pineapple vibe here? Because then you kind of have that idea of welcome, right? I mean, I know it's a pine cone, but I kind of feel like it would transition into that more colonial pine cone or pineapple feel of welcome when it's not the holiday season. I'll let you decide whether you agree with me or not, but just something to think about. But they're really nice, nice flat bottom. Nice here if you wanted to do a pillar candle with them. Does ours work? That's just, I think you need probably for this diameter, it's just under 3 inches in diameter. So you're going to need to make sure you find a flameless candle. This is our 3 inch, and it just doesn't quite fit. If you put it in place and left it like that, it would be fine. But I have to say, I really do like this look. I don't know why, I just do. I think that looks nice. Okay. It does have a pineapple vibe. Okay, I'm not crazy. All right, so check those out because again, those are limited. Let's look at this new Santa piece. So I love to bring you new Santa pieces. Obviously, we have our set of 2 Santas, but I know not everybody always wants to do a classic red. Maybe you love to decorate with winter white. Maybe you love to decorate with metallics. And so that's really where this Santa statue came in. And so this is the same vendor that does the Santas and the sleighs that you've seen so far and that have sold out. This is brand new. It's the first time we're presenting it. And so he is our Winter Wonderland Santa. And he's all done in this beautiful creamy white, little gray boots there, getting ready to climb down the chimney and deliver those toys. I loved his face. Again, beautiful detail on the beard. Look at the texture on his hat, the carving that takes place there with all those toys. There's even the look of a little shimmer tree in there. There is a little bit of shimmer glitter on here, but not overly so. It's more on this portion. You can kind of see it and where they've carved the chimney, not as much on his coat. A word about pieces that have glitter. These have traveled a long way to get to you. So in transit, even though they're packaged in styrofoam or whatever the packing material might be, if that rubs against the piece in transit, when you pull it out, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, the glitter. So I always recommend opening these pieces out in the garage over a trash can when you get it home and take it out for the first time. Give it just a light little wipe with your hands, okay? That will remove any of the glitter that's light, that has lifted, and gets it off there. And then when you set it down, you're not going to have a pile of glitter around it when you go to move it or put it away for the season. So I'm picky about that. Lana said, I fell in love with him and ordered him last night. He's wonderful. And he's a good price too, $39. And remember, everybody, that includes your shipping. So it's not like it's $39 and then you get to checkout and you're like, oh, it's $7.50 more. That's more than I thought I was going to be spending, or whatever it might be. It could be $10. It could be like in this day and age, right? I ordered something the other day and the shipping was going to be like $19. I was like, what? So I didn't get it. But at Just Jill, the shipping and handling is included. So $39 shipping and handling included. Great piece. If you love the winter white, so what do I put with this? Okay, totally love it with our silver flameless candle looks, right? Our Mercury glass, like love, 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 love that. Love, love, love it with the silver pine cones. Okay, so you can play around with that. Also love it with tones of gold. So I think it can be very pretty. I think it's a nice contrast to use a little bit of gold, like perhaps our shimmer trees. So look how pretty. And so this is our jumbo size shimmer tree. It's 16 and a half inches in the beautiful champagne, has the little touch of the holly and the berry. But if you have then our set of 3 shimmer trees in champagne and you wanted to put that around him, that could be stunning. We also, I think, have a few shimmer tree sets left in silver. And then they're gone for the year. So just absolutely I just love that together. Isn't that pretty? And then maybe you put some flameless candles around it. So our flameless candles again, or if you wanted to do more ivory, maybe get a couple of these and put those around it, and that could be pretty. So that could be a tray, right? And even if you wanted to add a little color, like maybe you're thinking, okay, I love the winter white, but I have so many things that are done in more traditional holiday colors. Okay, so use this because this soft pearl white plays off the pearl white look of him. And now you can tie that into some of the other things that you have that are done in reds and greens. So it all works. Look how, I mean, just look at that little trio. I kind of love that actually. See what happens when you have some of the right pieces. And some of those right pieces are simply classics, like having a nice set of Mercury glass trees, having some pretty flameless candle items so that when you bring something new into your collection, you know it's always going to work. So that I think is really I really like that a lot. Because again, this has a little bit of shimmer. So when you have this in a room where there isn't a lot of light, and then you're using the flameless candle light, that's going to bounce off of, I'm trying to hold it up there. It's going to bounce off the shimmer. See what happens there? It brings it to life. Or you put it closer so that it's near his face so that you have the candlelight by the face. So really, really pretty. Check him out. He's the only one of his kind that we've brought in. I didn't bring in any other Santas that were kind of done in this sort of winter white look. So if that's kind of how you love to decorate or that inspires you to do a new motif, then definitely make sure you pick him up because he's a good one. And I like he's on a nice, really kind of oversized flat base. So he's going to hold up and stand up really nicely. Okay. So that's that. Okay. Can you believe it? But I think that's like everything that I was going to show tonight. I know, right? And it's 8:44. And we played and we did all kinds of ideas and everything. So what can I answer for you? Ask me questions. Are there things you want to see? Are there items that I didn't show tonight that you would like to know more about? Oh, that's cute. Look what I just did, you guys. If you bought our pretty etched bowl, look how pretty it is if you put the Christmas tree candle in there. And then maybe you could do some of those like super mini ornaments and fill that around there. That could be pretty. Yeah, I play like this all the time. I really do. What can I answer for you? Debbie said, how are the puppies? The puppies are great. They are wearing us out, but we love them and adore them. It's like they are different personalities, different hours of the day. So there are some hours of the day where they're super sweet and you play with each other and romp around. There are times where they just want to sit on your lap or sit next to you. In the mornings, they're super sweet. While I'm getting my coffee, they're just in the kitchen with me, waiting patiently for me to make breakfast. And then usually around sundown, they become little mini T-Rexes and exhaust us. And then they have their dinner and then they become very tired and sleepy. And that's usually why during the Facebook Lives, you don't see them because right now they are asleep in their crates. And they'll be asleep probably until I wake them up around 11. And then we'll let them out. And Kylie's like, fingers crossed. And then our routine starts. So I won't lie. I am looking forward to when they're maybe 5 months old and they can sleep through the entire night without having to go out because Doug and I are like running on fumes. The fact that I took a nap today, like that's just not something that I normally do. Okay, maybe on the weekend if it's a snow day and we're watching a movie, I might fall asleep on the couch. But I'm not usually somebody that says, hey, I'm just not going to work and I'm going to go take a nap. And that's kind of what I did today because I was spent. but it's all good. All right. Anything else I can answer for you all? Kind of feel like, gosh, we wrapped things up here, but we've got so many things. So our flameless candles, check those out. We just got a reorder of those back in, and I've seen that a lot of you are ordering those regularly. Never in a million years did I think that flameless candles were going to be so popular for us here at Just Jill, because I know there are so many players in that space, but I think the company that we're working with here does a really nice job, and they are really, really pretty. I really love them. So check those out. Don't forget to load up on your home fragrances, because a lot of you are thinking about where you're going to put your Christmas tree. If you use an artificial tree, we do too, but you miss that pine fragrance, be sure to stock up on your Christmas tree essential oil room sprays. Those are all made in the USA, made in Southern California. Our candles, your cozy winter cabin candle, you're going to want that. You're going to want pumpkin spice to burn during Thanksgiving. So make sure you're getting our home fragrances. Those also make wonderful gifts. I can tell you, looking ahead to the next couple of weeks, we have a little bit more decor that we're going to be featuring. Believe it or not, there's still a few more things that I haven't featured. Kylie and I, like I said, are going to do some fun videos, in the next week or so, just to sort of like give you a few more inspiring, hopefully, ideas on how to use our products or things that you might be looking for. We also are going to be doing kind of a fun little mini jewelry event. So we have some wonderful jewelry. We're trying to get Lolita from the beautiful hand painted Lolita wine glasses. Yes, oops. Yes, we carry those at Just Jill as well. We've added more to our Jim Shore collection, so be sure to check that out over at Just Jill Shop as well. Working with Chef Mike to bring in some not only fabulous of his jumbo lunk king crab cakes, but also he's working on some soups, some seafood cakes, and even a vegan option, like a vegan mushroom cake with cream of mushroom soup. We live a few miles from Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, which is the mushroom capital of the world. On New Year's Eve, you know how they drop the crystal ball in Times Square in New York City? Well, in Kennett Square, they drop the crystal mushroom. So how could we not do something with mushrooms? And so we have some cool things coming from Chef Mike, and some other really nice gift ideas. So also bath whips from Soap Rocks are back in stock. So that's that creamy, bathing soap that you can use to wash your body. It hydrates your body. It's a wonderful gift. You get two jumbo tubs for $40, so $20 a gift. Those sell out quickly. So check out the bath whips, and then also our beautiful holiday sets of Soap Rocks, that cranberry garnet, the green garnet, and our milk and honey golden quartz. That's our classic holiday trio, and that's still available too. So lots of things for you to take a look at. Sherry wants to see the Mercury glass pine cones again. Yes, absolutely. So 6 inches and 8 inches, you get both of them. Here they are, super close up for you. Let me just turn it off so you can see real quickly. That's what it looks like when it's not on. Okay, so by day, it's really pretty and it's going to glimmer. It does have a timer, 6 hours, and there you have it on. And it has all those little fairy lights on the inside. And this is the 6 inch. And then we also have it in the 8 inch. You get both of them. All right. So, and they're done, and those are silver. They're not a champagne or anything. They're a really pretty silver color. Okay. Anything else anybody wants to see before we wrap things up tonight? I'll just stand by and wait. And you can ask me anything. I don't have to talk about, the only thing I'm not going to talk about is politics, because I think we've all heard enough. But do get out and vote tomorrow. I'm a strong believer that voting is a civic responsibility. It's something that I know we take very seriously here in our family. Get out there, place your vote. It's none of my business who you vote for. And frankly, again, I don't want to have that conversation with anybody, because I just feel our country is so polarized right now with all of it. But do get out there, have your say. And I guess the only thing I would say is, when it comes to politics, you can't complain about how things work out if you haven't cast your vote to try to make a difference. Okay. So I take that and jury duty. Those are two civic responsibilities that I take very seriously because it is a way for you to participate in your government, in your community. And so please get out there and vote. All right. What else? Can you please bring in some turkeys next year? Turkeys for decor, Donna, because we've actually offered delicious farm raised turkeys to go for Thanksgiving. Turkeys are actually hard to find for decor, and at least in a look and style and price point that I would feel comfortable offering. So I'll definitely keep my eye out. I know our one vendor, Rich, he does some different turkeys. I'll see if he has anything when we visit his showroom in Atlanta. Donna said, yes, turkey decor. Sounds good. Kathy said, how's your son? Trevor's doing great. He's living his best life down there at JMU. He'll be home in a couple of weeks. And, I send him puppy pictures daily. He's really missing that he's not here with them. But you know what? When he comes home, he can take the 3 a.m. detail potty duty. That we can say, well, this is what you've missed. So now it's time to catch up, but he's doing great. So thank you. All right. I think that's it, everybody. Again, I don't want to sign off too early in case anybody has any questions about anything. I will be on QVC Friday morning early with Leah Williams in the 7 a.m. show, her Fridays show. We have a great pair of sterling silver stud earrings from Jay. Really great price point. I think they're under $60 and just simple, easy, classic little symbols of love collection. So, and we have some new things that are over on the website. I have appearances and shows with Jay Jewelry later in the month. So, and a lot of new, some great things, great gift ideas for the holidays. The necklace that I'm wearing tonight, Lynn, this is actually from Jay. I wore this during my training today. And so this is a Jay piece. It's a splurge. It's not an inexpensive piece. I think it's around $1,000, but it's diamond and gold and has our beautiful box chain. And I wore it for my training today. And I just, again, like I said, I was tired today, so I just left it on. So you can find it as over on qvc.com if you're interested in that. Any more gingerbread pieces? We will feature some gingerbread looks probably in the next week or so. I think everything that we've done in gingerbread is pretty much on the site now. The newest thing that we added were those cute set of gingerbread vintage trees, but those might be sold out. Uh-huh.
I think there's one left.
Maybe there's one set left. Yeah. So Donna, I don't know if you saw those. Maybe Kylie can put up in the chat if we have any available. That was our newest gingerbread look. Super cute. A lot of our gingerbread things sold out. I never got to talk about the gingerbread mice, which I really wanted to because the one had like meringue, like a little meringue swirl on the top of her head. She was so cute.
Yes, one left. I'll link it now.
Okay, so Kylie's going to link, Donna, for you the set of 2 gingerbread trees. They're kind of more of a tannish color, not as deep of a brown, but they have that vintage Christmas tree look with all of the little lights, and they are adorable. The whole reason I worked with the vendor, that's a new vendor for us, the whole reason I worked with that vendor was because of those trees. Kylie and I saw them in the showroom and I was like, oh my gosh, we have to have them. They're adorable. And then I saw somebody else's comment. What's my favorite piece from tonight? Lisa, you always ask me that. My favorite piece from tonight. Wow, we had some good things. I think, you know what? I mean, I know we had it last year, but I love this tree. I just think it's so beautiful. So I'm going to go with this tree as my favorite. I mean, I loved a lot of the things we had. I mean, I think these are really pretty and different and they glimmer. It's so like really special. I feel like, okay, we put ourselves on the map again. We had something a little bit different for you because of the shimmer, but this tree is a beauty. So I think I would pick that. And then I was trying to see, do I have any angels with dogs? Susie, Jim Shore does in our, if you go to Jim Shore's collection. Oh, thanks, Kylie. And we do have, that is the one thing. We do have a lot of angels over at the shop. So check out our assortment of angels. We have a beautiful set that actually would be so great with this tree. Their wings look like the shape of a holly leaf. And then we also have, for those of you who want to do the looks with silvers, it's a white dressed angel with some silver accents. And we also have a really pretty set of 2 silver reindeer that are beautiful. They're a little more modern. I like to have variety in the reindeer, but they would be great with that angel. And then you use these silver candle trees or candle sticks, and that collection could be another little tray moment if you wanted to put things together. And all those angels are in the weekly feature. That link again is, I'm not sure if it's above me or below me, however this is broadcasting, but it's in the post. So be sure to check that out. Okay, I want to order a Santa. Does it ship inside another plain box? I need it to be a surprise. So the Santa, yes, it will be, it's in a box. And then it's put in a second box. Yes. So yeah, you won't see that it's a Santa in the box that it's shipped in. So it's packed in a box, and then that box that it's packed in is put in a shipped box. So you should be good to go. If you ever have any questions, customer service questions about items, your orders, if you need to return something, if for some reason in transit it broke or whatever, hello@justjill.com is our customer service. That's an email. Please, 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 please don't send me messages through Facebook or Instagram asking about those, because a lot of times I'm not checking it. I get so many spammy messages that a lot of times I'm not always, I just don't have the time to sort through and find them. So I might eventually, but then you're upset because you didn't hear back from me right away. So any questions that you ever have, hello@justjill.com, and you'll usually hear back from someone within 24 hours. Again, we're a small team, so we do our best to respond to you in a timely manner. So just be patient with us. Don't ping us 17 times in 1 hour. We'll get to you when we can within that reasonable amount, usually the same day, except on weekends. The team is allowed to have the weekend off. Okay. Anything else? I think that's it. Gina said she received the light up Christmas scene Santa. I'm so glad you like it. Love seeing that. I'm not sure if we're going to do the grandma's mini cakes, so stay tuned for that, Lorene. All of our prices are over at justjillshop.com. That's where you'll find all of the items, so you can find all pricings and things there. The holly tree, the red poinsettia tree, and the gold tree together. Okay, let me do that for you, Cindy, really quick. All right, so remind me what she wanted to see again, Kylie. You see that?
The holly tree.
Okay.
The red poinsettia tree.
Okay.
And the gold tree.
And the gold tree. Okay, so here's
I'm not sure if she means the middle one or the tall one. So
yeah.
I both.
So remember, the poinsettia tree is a set of 2. So here's this. There's that. There's that. I have to be honest. I don't love the red poinsettia tree with it. I think if you want to mix this in, I would do this, and then I'd buy, Kylie, can you bring them to me real quick? The shimmer trees. I would do our set of 3 shimmer trees in champagne, which will decrease in size, Cindy, and then you'll see. Yeah. Can you put it over on that side? Thank you. All right. I like this better. You do what you want. I mean, if you love the red with it, go with the red. I love the mini red and green with it, but I think this looks stunning. And then maybe you put some little red ornaments around it, and that's how you bring out the red. Okay. So hopefully you like that. Okay. Now I don't know what to do with this. I'll just hold it. All right. I'm not sure if there's any other questions, Kylie, that I need to answer. I think we're good. So I'm going to put this in my lap, everybody. Hopefully you won't hear anything crashing in the background. And I'm going to go over and sign off for the night. So if we decide to do another Facebook Live later this week or maybe on Sunday morning again, remember, be sure you're signed up for our emails, and I'll make sure I do a post on Facebook and Instagram as well. But have a great rest of your week. Thank you, as always, for being here. I can't wait to see when you start decorating your home for Christmas how these Just Jill treasures work into how you're creating Christmas memories. So thanks again and have a great night, everybody. See you soon. Bye.